Hey, this is Marianne Simpson with Runway Girl Network, and we're at the Paris Air Show getting a little bit techie with a company called PTC, who is deeply involved in the Internet of Things. So we're here with Rocky Martin, and he's going to explain to us what the Internet of Things is, what PTC is doing in relation to aviation, and why it matters to not only airline operators, but passengers as well. So.
Right. Thanks, Marianne. It's Rocky Martin. It's a pleasure to be part of the Runway Girls Network.
Thanks for having us here.
Absolutely. So PTC is a software company. Do product lifecycle management, CAD, application software, and we're really going very strong into the Internet of Things. We believe that the very nature of products, things, especially airplanes and components that go into airplanes, has changed and is evolving. From being purely mechanical from 20, 30 years ago to having more and more software and increased connectivity that allows you to better monitor, control, operate remotely products such as airplanes.
Sure. So let's backtrack a little bit. What is the Internet of Things? I think a lot of people think that might sound a little frightening or confusing. So what does that mean in relation to aviation as well? What is it all about?
Sure. So the Internet of Things, quite simply, means that as the Internet has evolved, whereas in the past you had computers and human beings being able to connect and access websites, now you have actual objects, things, products that are able to leverage that internet connectivity to talk amongst themselves and talk to human beings as well as talk to conventional servers to tell them how they're doing, tell them how they're operating, if there's work that needs to be done on them and things of that nature.
Okay, so how does this affect aircraft maintenance, operational efficiency, and potentially safety as a result of those things functioning better together?
Yeah, so absolutely. So maybe I'll start with the safety and work from there, because if you're not safe, it doesn't matter how comfortable you are, right. I think. So essentially what PTC products allow companies to do, manufacturers of airplanes and components do, is first and foremost make sure that the products are safe and conform to the safety regulations that exist. So from a connectivity and entertainment perspective, goodness, there's all kinds of examples. So things such as, again, a safety example, you can instrument the airplane such that you can make sure that they have sensors on all of the life vests, such that when the airplane takes off, you can be assured that you're going to have a life vest should there be an emergency. Surely that happens today, but that's all done with the physical human being walking down the aisle and taking on the seat. But now that could all be automated. Another example of that would be the lavatories or the ovens in the airplane. So again, you can instrument the airplanes, and through the connectivity that the Internet of Things provides, you can see if and predictive analytics software that we also provide, you can see if the oven is set to fail based on certain data that it's giving you, or whether the lavatory is going to have some problems based on the information
that's a big one.
That was a big one, especially if you're halfway between Sydney and Los Angeles. You definitely want that one.
Right, yeah, you don't want that happening. We've all heard stories about that. You mentioned also that these sensors and the software that you're providing can help sort of create a digital twin of the aircraft.
Absolutely.
So when an airline purchases an aircraft, they get a manual, which is reflective of the aircraft that they purchased at the time. But over the year, they naturally modify and upgrade that aircraft to improve the passenger experience and also the operational efficiency. And the manual no longer reflects what the aircraft they own is.
Absolutely, that's an excellent question. So part of the Internet of Things and the evolution of these things, this is the digital twin is a very important aspect of it. So let me just take a second to explain what that is. What PTC products do is when you're designing an aircraft or any other kind of product for that matter, it creates a digital representation of that aircraft. As you very astutely pointed out, once the aircraft goes into the field, there are all kinds of software updates, maintenance that gets performed to that aircraft. So what we're doing is we are defining a digital twin of that real physical object, and the software and the other components that are all
They
part of
can
it.
look to and say that this digital representation of my aircraft represents the aircraft that I have now, not the one that I bought 25 years ago.
Exactly, absolutely.
Okay.
And why that's important is, say for example, again, you're getting real data that's coming off of this airplane,
Right.
and you want to be able to analyze that data through this digital twin. You're able to identify things such as, I'm going to have to provide service to the aircraft engine. There's some sort of avionics, I need a software update. You can do that while you're in flight, theoretically, or once you land in place. But ideally, if you can get it over flight, you can reduce the amount of time that the airplane's on the ground, saving the airlines incredible amounts of money, because you want to be able to keep the planes
Critical,
up in the air.
absolutely critical.
Yeah.
How long do you think it will be before Internet of Things is, I guess, ambiguous? It's everywhere.
Well, it's happening now. I mean, you have analyst firms that are talking about billions of items that are going to be connected. There are already countless items that are household items, thermostats, garage door openers. So the technology is already very, very, it's out there everywhere. And so for aircraft, I'm sure there are a number of applications that are already in the field.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Being with
It's been
us.
fun. Yeah.